大家平安，大家午安，大家好。今仔真难得，咱有邀请到一个美国人为台湾专心咧发声音啦吼。伊捌讲过一句话，讲用美国人的身份，用赎罪的心情来为台湾人咧发声。是安怎个美国人会用赎罪的心情呢？等者咱认真甲听看觅啊！吼，毕竟一定是有原因、有事故，才会用即个情形来咧为台湾要发声音啦吼。首先，我拜托谢警官先生来甲伊即个麦克风上做较详细介绍一下咧吼。
非常感谢蔡委员吼提供这个机会，互阮会当邀请咱一个好朋友，伊对这个 Boston 专工来吼。伫伊要演讲以前，我简单甲大家介绍一下。伊实际上过去伊所做的吼，是拢是伫这个当然是写文章啦吼，专业性是伫政治方面的研究吼。过去写过真侪文章，甚至是音乐方面伊嘛有去报道吼。但是伊伫2004年到2008年的美国的大选，伊并无想讲倒一党，但是是替全国的社会计票吼，同迄个选票的迄个分派吼。伊则因为因的关系，伊讲只要选美国总统是美国人才能选总统，若美国属地人是要安怎来选总统？伊则开始去研究，研究时才去碰到即个咱最近去进行的即个林志升即个事件的即个过诉的代志。伊去碰到了，找真侪资料，找去台湾去。台湾去，伊就去甲即个何瑞元联络，跟着何瑞元呢，就甲伊送真侪资料去参考。伊才知影讲，原来有即项代志。伊其实真正碰到台湾的代志，是伫今年的正月才去碰到。拄伫咱已经决定讲要林志升即个诉讼案件，伫要去上诉庭的时阵，2月7号上诉庭以前，伊伫正月底才去接触着，接触着了开始才写文章。伊讲伊逐日学，逐日写。那么伊是本身是即个 Boston 的观察部的即个自由的即个专栏的记者吼。那么伊写文章出嚟，伊毋是讲干那是写俾迄个奥巴马总统，伊是实际上是发布伫即个报社人员，所以读嘅读者是非常的多吼。佮即马网络遮方便，其实是全世界有关心台湾人，大家拢去甲看，大家讲起来看觅。伊是对正月30到今仔日，差不多4个月内底，到今仔日写66篇有关台湾的报告，其中因为真侪台湾人提供真好的资料互伊，包括苏联的400年史，伊嘛读，甚至最近伊报告讲即个517大游，伊嘛读，伊不但读佫写，佫报告涨价这个事情，所以任何甲台湾有关的事件，伊拢不但去读过写。那么伊接受了，伊感觉讲做一个美国人呢，伊非常的见效，是安怎讲见效？伊讲第二次世界大战发生的时阵，伊还未出世，所以伊对台湾的造成今仔日命运啊，伊感觉伊无法度去帮忙。但是伊做一个美国人，今仔日存在美国人，伊感觉迄是伊的责任，伊要替人发声。等下伫个演讲内底吼，我想真精彩。咱即摆大家拢知影讲，你有真侪时间。你嘛有真侪工具会当去找资料，但是伊实际上是甲70年内底，对1940年开始到今仔日2009年，即中美国甲台湾所发生的代志，尤其是美国总统，伊伫当初时安怎判断讲甲台湾的关系，安怎做成决定。我是拄好9月时阵有甲咱的主办单位做一个要求啦吼。因为咱今仔日遮在座的大家就大家乡亲伫遮，当然是假使伊若讲一句翻一句是真较好了解。毋过咱今仔有真侪即个媒体伫遮吼，假使讲咱若互伊的部分全部互伊讲了，伊会用真简单、真白话化的即个英语来甲伊讲。了的时阵，咱的 Q&A 的时阵，咱才有来翻译。 可能会较贵气，你讲的时阵较贵气。啊，昨昏伊伫即个旧金山遐做一场演讲，伫遐大家听了非常的感动。像阮遐迄个台湾会馆一寡朋友吼，迄个金信荣医师啦，啊，甲即个陈德辉，即摆新的理事长陈德辉先生，伊讲这听10遍嘛爱听啦，所以伊只昨昏阮伫遐无现场的录影，感觉真歹势，真见识吼。啊，所以今仔特别伫遮拜托，咱若有录影的朋友录来了，咱会当互全世界的人去听讲台湾今仔是啊变做政治地价。咱是啊，生存伫这个地方，这甲美国过去每12年的总统是啥物关系？搁落来台湾人要安怎行？哦，这有一个真深的伊甲你解说。啊，咱听伊讲了，咱来Q&A时，咱才请廖先生来甲咱做一个翻译甲啥物？我是安尼甲大家建议就好吼，哦，会使啦吼。好，啊，无咱即摆请伊开始。然后谢谢。
Thank you for the warm welcome. I have to speak in English because it's the only language I know. I come today, unfortunately, on such a nice day, to talk about, for what me is a very sad topic, the shameful history of the United States government with respect to the people of Taiwan. Before World War II, the United States paid little attention to Formosa. It was outside our area of interest. From 1895 up until the war, it was Japanese colony. The United States didn't really care about Formosa so long as there were not pirates operating off the shore or lighthouses were erected to protect the ships in navigation. Beyond that, we didn't care about Formosa. Formosa first came to the attention of the United States at the same time that the United States was attacked at Pearl Harbor. While the planes that attacked at Pearl Harbor came from aircraft carriers, the planes that attacked the Philippines came from airfields on Formosa. 1942 was largely spent by the United States preparing for war. The country was still reacting to attack and hadn't really spent time concentrating on which islands would be liberated first. It wasn't until about 1943 when the war planners at the War Department began to seriously give attention to Formosa. There was a debate between the War Department over which islands to attack first. The Navy wanted to begin the attack on Formosa, and there was a bombing campaign on the island by the United States against the Japanese. But the Army, they wanted to attack the Philippines and Okinawa before an attack on Japan. Douglas MacArthur, who had been driven out to the Philippines and said, "I will return," wanted to return. So the debate between the Navy and the Army went on through 1943 into 1944. President Franklin Roosevelt had to make a trip to Hawaii to meet with the Navy and the Army to decide, should Formosa be attacked or should it be left alone and begin an attack on Okinawa and the Philippines, or even a direct attack on Japan. That was all that the Army cared about Formosa up to that point, and that was the first Taiwan question. Shall we attack the island? About the same time, the island came under discussion to Franklin Roosevelt's attention by Chiang Kai-shek. Franklin Roosevelt was a stamp collector. He collected postage stamps. So he had some knowledge of the history and the geography of the island from his postage stamp collection. But he had very little information from official government intelligence. George Kerr, in his book Formosa Betrayed, talks about how little the American government knew about Formosa. Mostly it was old newspapers accounts and navigational maps, and very little else about the island and the people on the island. In December of 1943, Franklin Roosevelt went to Egypt and met with Winston Churchill of England to plan the war. They decided they were going to have Chiang Kai-shek come to their meeting to discuss the war in China, which was going on between the Chinese and the Japanese. Of course, the Civil War is already underway as well, with the Mao and the communists, and Chiang Kai-shek and the nationalists, and determining how much fighting would be done by the Chinese was in the mind of Roosevelt and Churchill. But they had other business to discuss. It was their intention to put Chiang Kai-shek at the end of the discussion, talk about China last. But Chiang Kai-shek came to the meeting in Cairo with Madam Chiang Kai-shek, and it became the first thing that was talked about. Madam Chiang took over the meeting. The interpreters were silenced. She became the interpreter. She led the negotiations. And Roosevelt was unprepared to deal with Madam Chiang. As a result, the Chinese business was discussed first instead of last, and Roosevelt made two promises to Chiang Kai-shek. One, that the United States would begin an attack in Burma to take pressure off the Chinese army. The other promise that he made was that any property seized from China by Japan would be returned. And Madam Chiang was quick to point out that included Formosa. Well, Roosevelt should have known better from his stamp collection days that Japan did not seize Formosa from the Republic of China. Japan got Formosa back in 1895 by treaty from Imperial China. The Republic of China didn't even exist then. But that fact was not discussed there in the desert of Egypt. At the end of the conference, a news release was issued, a one-page piece of paper, and it mentioned that China would get Formosa. It was not a treaty. It was not approved by Congress. It was not even signed by anyone. A news release in the middle of the war, in the middle of the desert. Chiang Kai-shek knew what he was doing, called it the Cairo Declaration. He also knew that Roosevelt was a stamp collector. And he made up a postage stamp, a Republic of China postage stamp, with Chiang's picture and Churchill's picture and Roosevelt's picture to memorialize the treaty that was not a treaty. Churchill was furious at Roosevelt for agreeing to start an invasion of Burma because it would pull the troops away from where Churchill wanted them. So Churchill, within a week, talked Roosevelt about going back on his promise about the invasion of Burma. Churchill didn't care about Formosa. It was not discussed. And the matter was mostly dropped. At that time, Roosevelt was a sick man. His heart condition that would kill him a year and a half later was already bothering his health. And he had mental fog. He had trouble speaking his words at times. This wasn't commonly known to the public, but it did not put him in a good position to negotiate or discuss the affairs of